It's that chat, come join the fun. Laughing, sharing everyone. Heart to heart, we're never apart. Together we make the best of
Welcome back. Don't you throw that piece if I can. Welcome back, everyone, to Sister Chat TV, Season 2, Episode 2. You are so welcome, and as you can tell, the dynamics have changed a little bit.
Yes, it's our location.
The location has changed. We have the famous refrigerator here with us. Hey, girl. Yes.
Vanna.
Yes.
Vanna, the price is right.
Yes, the price is right. And as you can see, we're live. I'm here with Sister Yaa because catching up the feel. Like on time. Yes, so I am home. I am with Sister Yaa, and we are here live for another episode of Sister Chat TV. Sister Yaa, how have you been?
Oh, I've been doing great.
Great.
Oh, I've been doing great.
God.
I'm thank God, Mama.
Thank God.
Do you see my mother?
Yes.
Do you see my mother?
The mother is mother. And Sister Yaa, let me tell you something. Okay, we'll get there, but Sister Yaa's going to talk about her wardrobe today. Okay. But before we get there, please remember we are on YouTube at Sister Chat TV. We are on TikTok at Sister Chat TV. Please remember it is SISTA Chat CHAT TV. On YouTube and TikTok, and then we also are on Sister Chat TV 25 on Instagram. Please, okay, like, share, subscribe, comment, please. And then also we have personal platforms that you can also reach out to. We want to hear your feedback. We like to hear the feedback.
Yes.
See hopefully how this conversation is just
anything you have to say is welcome.
Yes. So please like, share, and subscribe. Yes. And then we are going to give it to Sister Yaa. Sister Yaa to say Hawaii.
To say Hawaii,
tropical vibes.
A pineapple. Oh, pineapple swaha. We see little crabs. Look at this.
It's a palm tree.
It is a pineapple. Did I say it?
It's a pineapple.
Oh, wait, a palm tree.
It's okay. It's all right. She has palm trees.
Let me stop.
She has crabs on her collar.
Right
she has the sun earrings.
What's that? I am ready for the summer.
Yes.
Looking
good as always. Looking good as always.
You too, girl.
Yes. So today we want to join the chat. Sister, you wanted to talk about. There's going to be some circles. It's okay, guys.
So don't worry about the circles. I didn't know that there was anti-glare glasses.
Yes.
And I was just notified of that, so I will be taking care of that on Monday. Okay.
And yes, just for anyone, if you fall in this, there is a such thing called anti-glare, even on bifocals.
Don't listen to bifocals.
So please,
these are not bifocals.
I never said they were. I never said that. I said in the case you find yourself.
I do not wear bifocals. These are single frame lenses. Thank you.
Whatever the case may be, we are here for another chat. Now, last chat, we talked about childhood trauma, and I took it personal. I took over the platform because I had some things I had to get off my chest.
Yes, and that you did.
Thank you. And there's still, and the thing is, that time was so short. We've gone through,
so much. And when we are talking about our experiences, because this is literally our phone conversation.
Right.
On video.
Exactly.
This is just how it is.
And that's where it came from. It was birthed out of the fact that we have so much conversations. We talk about everything that we've gone through personally and things like that. So, yes, these are birthed from our real life conversations. So when you see us laughing, that's us, like real life. We're naturally jovial people. If you knew our mother, you would know we're very jovial. We like to laugh. We like to, tell jokes.
And laughter is good. I don't know anybody who doesn't like to laugh or has a problem with laughing. Anna.
I don't know. Laughter is therapy.
Laughter is therapy.
Yes.
And see, I feel like if more people would laugh at things, like, listen, no matter what you go through, I always say nothing lasts more than 40 days. It too shall pass.
Thank you, ma'am.
And when it passes, move on with your life. Laugh about it, learn, and move on.
Right.
But you can't just sit in whatever situation you're in and we'll be saying, and see, please, laughter is good therapy.
Thank you.
Because me, the way I see it, what I've been through,
It's true.
God will even just for me.
Yeah.
Because
it's
we've been through it.
Yeah.
It's not like we're just trying to make light of the situation or of the conversation, but we've been able to push through and get through, and now we can just look back and be and laugh. So
yeah, and laughter. I mean, we're not gonna talk too much about that, but I mean, I think you said it all. So please, this is our real life conversations. When we join on the phone, we are laughing.
I mean, I'm telling you,
hollering.
Yeah, we try to say you're a professional. We're professional.
Yeah, Polish.
I watched the video, and I had a black shirt on last time. Now the way I said my busts were looking. I'm not. It's not. No. I need to say it because when I looked at me and I was like,
it was the angle.
But I just wanted to just let y'all know.
She wanted to put that on record.
So I want to put on record and say, Miss Tremel.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
That was very important.
And I'm happy you got that off your chest.
Thank you.
Okay, so today we are going to continue where we left off. Last week we talked about childhood trauma and how authentic and real it is and that people really go through it. I shared a little bit of mine. There was not enough time to really go through in depth about the things I've gone through personally, but I think I've given a good glimpse.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And so because I hijacked the last episode, we wanted to give Sista Yaa an opportunity because everyone's experience is different, right? So it's my experience and it's her experience. Everyone sees things differently. So we wanted to also give Sista Yaa an opportunity to kind of go through her childhood and how some of the experiences, some of the traumas that she went through kind of molded her to be the person that she is now and molded her in how she reacts and does certain things, right? And so like we said last time, we don't know why people act the way they act and respond the way they respond unless you take time to really get to know them. And so we want to open that door for Sista Yaa to also talk about some of her childhood traumas and stuff.
Okay, so childhood trauma, no. Me wanted to say it is right. Well, like the way it is right now, and almost like I said, is the word glorified? Like I said, there's so much attention on childhood trauma and whatever. I call mine an experience, right? It was an experience that I had that did shape me to be, the person that I am and to react in the way that I do with some things. But I don't know if you would consider trauma, because I would just say, I mean, mine started when I was in Ghana. I was born in Ghana. I was raised by my grandparents, in Ghana, and I came here. I want to say maybe 8, 9. Mind you, when my mom left, I think I was probably 4 when she left.
Well, I'm gonna look you 4.
Yeah, like around 4, because I really don't have a memory of her being in the house.
Wow.
When I was a little kid.
But you talked to her.
Right, but I talked to her, when she was here.
Okay. And back then, the communication, you had to run to
a communication center. No, because like when mommy left, I don't think that I mean, she was around and stuff, but I don't even remember her leaving. Right. Okay. But I do remember as I got older, said that my man was in Abuchi and stuff like that.
Right.
Okay. So, I I was raised by my grandparents. I mean, I knew I had a mom.
Right.
I know Wabuchi, but I was raised by mommy and papa.
Right.
So when mommy came and got me and brought me here, I didn't know anybody. Like I came to meet everybody. I feel brand new. You guys were born. It was mommy and daddy.
Right.
I hadn't
had no relationship really.
Really.
Right.
And I don't want to show my age too much.
I think we've gotten past that.
Infino. Because me was 30 cry. Maybe 30. Am I there?
We've gotten past
Thank
that.
you.
Okay.
My time was when you would do a cassette.
Oh.
And why you say it like that?
I didn't. I'm just sorry. I didn't.
I mean, you are making it look like it was back in.
I didn't. I just
1970s.
It was.
I say you're startled.
I was surprised. I'm just surprised.
Many times not a cassette.
Okay.
Until they be like obi frigane ba, then the people back home would do a cassette, and then send it here, and then mommy would do a cassette. So I always heard her voice. And we didn't have a house phone, right?
Yeah.
We didn't have a house phone, so she would record like a little cassette. Obi ba no mo dia brain. We would all sit around the table. We would listen to the recording, and then we would do one and send it back. And then, you know, she came.
But then, as a child, it's like, what are you really saying? Oh, my.
No, say like okay, mommy would do her recording. She would say whatever she wants to say, and then we would, in turn, Papa and Mom would do one, and they would respond, and they would tell me to come and say hi. Oh, and then I would just be like, oh, hello, to sing, you know. Whatever. Yeah. So when I came here, brand new family. I didn't know anybody. I had to get to know everybody. I even had to get to know mommy, right?
Absolutely.
And when I came here to also Frigana bounce to now you're fresh out. You do but shift you but no milk 1 gallon of milk a day. Hey, you're running milk. And then what did she used to make me eat?
Cream of wheat,
Debbie. Yes, she made me eat cream of wheat in the morning. I didn't like any of that. That's childhood trauma. I didn't like any of that. I didn't like the SpaghettiOs. Okay, SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs, yes, the canned ones.
I want you to cake. She used to make me eat the meatballs. Now, girl, I used to want to be like, oh my God, Johnny Adam. It was just, that was just like, oh my God. And then I came, I didn't speak English. I had to start from second grade. I think, second grade. Right. And so it was just, oh my God.
That adjusting to a new, like.
It was crazy because I didn't understand English. Those people didn't understand me. They gave me, because it's school, no, omu assigning me obi for the person to help me, give me some language classes and all this stuff. So I went through all of that. And then, you know, I went through middle school, high school. And, you know, throughout all that, I don't think like mommy and I, like the relationship that I had with my grandparents was not the same relationship that I had with mommy. Right. Because
you saw mommy and papa as like your mom and your dad.
Yeah. Even though I knew that mommy was my mom. Right. But it's just like I felt like my everything was them. And then when I got here too, it's when I realized that, oh wow, they're old. And then one day somebody's going to call me and tell me that they died. And I was like, oh my God, how am I going to react when they tell me that? Like, it was just crazy. Yeah. But, you know, mommy and I had to kind of build a new relationship. I had to build a relationship with mommy. And we didn't kind of understand each other. Right. Everything was just different. Everything was just different. That's all I could say. And then like as I got older, I felt like mommy was harsher or harder on me than you guys.
Right, but okay. Why?
Because
let's just say I was the best one. So
No, Unim. So I think when it got to you, no, I bet she was just tired.
That's because you all put her through so much.
No, we did not. Me, I felt like I was a pretty decent,
middle
school, high school child. You know what I'm saying? I went through, and you know what? That.
So I have a question though, because since taking it back a little bit, I know you can. It's kind of like you when you came, mommy, daddy were there, the kids are there, and so you're coming into kind of like a family unit,
Right.
and trying to have to find your place in the unit. And this is the thing, like we're like today we're referring to some of these experiences that we go through that kind of make us feel certain ways as trauma, but back then, like you said, it was an experience. We're just living life, right? But when today, the thing is, today's world has helped us realize that there are certain things that kind of mold us to do and react a certain way, certain experiences we go through, which can traumatize a child, right? So just talking about your experience when you came in, you're kind of trying to find your place in a established household. Like, how was that for you?
It was strange. It was strange because and you know what, I didn't like it when I came here.
I'm sure you didn't.
I didn't like it. I wanted to go to Ghana. I remember she took me to Auntie Lydia's house, and I was sitting there telling them that the place looked like Kijitia. And
I get.
Yeah. And you know, they even named me Kijitia. I just didn't like it here because I didn't feel like, you know, I fit in or something.
And you know what, honestly, I can see how that shift, because when you left Ghana, you were like the baby last.
Yes. And you saw how Papa and them pampered me and everything. And then I came here,
and you're
all of a sudden,
and oldest comes with responsibility.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm not surprised mommy treated you harder than she treated you, because you're supposed to be like the oldest. You have to lead by example. You have to kind of, the fan is coming on. You have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to lead, right? So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that you. But did you ever feel like she didn't like what was your feeling?
No. I didn't feel like that. I just felt like the like you said, I was the younger.
This is the fit.
Lights in the door to producer. Producer no way, ready? I'm sorry. Producer. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Walk off. Sorry. Pardon the commercial break. We had a situation that we had to tend to. So, can you be serious?
I'm so sorry. I'm serious. Okay.
Thank you.
Sorry, y'all. We had to take care of some heating issues, but everything's okay. So this is y'all getting back to where I'm not really sure where we left off, but the question I had asked is that when you came, like, did you feel like?
Yeah, no, I didn't feel that. I just felt like now I was the oldest.
Yeah.
All the responsibility. You got to do this. You got to wash this. You got to clean this. You got to cook this. Like, you have to learn how to cook. You're the babysitter. You do the hair. And I wasn't like that. When I was in Ghana, the roles, I was the last woman. I'm not
on top of that. Yeah.
Oh, and when it was just really, that was hard and strange. But, you know, I mean, of course, you get used to it and you just do what you got to do. But as far as the relationship, I just felt like, you know, it's just kind of, I said, how do I say it without sounding crazy? Like, I still felt like mommy and papa were the parents.
So mommy was like your stepmom.
Oh, and it's everybody called her Sista, so I was just thought to, you know, I just came to stay with Sista.
Yeah.
Right. But I knew that yes, she was my mom. She's the one that birthed me. But it's just coming here, you know, that building that relationship, and I feel like we built a relationship. I do feel
with time, of course.
Yeah, with time. And I just from my experience, that experience, I remember when I first had Caleb. I remember like I had a baby very young. I was trying to go to school, married and stuff. And Nanapogo had suggested that we send him to Ghana. Just so, we can still try to get things together and stuff.
Yeah.
I was completely against it.
Okay.
And since then, I have been completely against people who have children here and send their kids to Ghana. But now it might be different now because now you got FaceTime, you can talk on the phone and all that stuff. We didn't have that.
Yeah. And one thing, honestly, I think can cause a lot of trauma, and like as far as like siblings and stuff, is like if you're going to take one, take all of them.
Right.
If you're going to bring one, bring all of them, because sometimes it's like when you're young. Like, for example, when you're young and your mother left you in Ghana or she takes you to Ghana, you don't see it as she's doing it because she thinks it's better for you, or maybe because financially she's not going as thing. You feel like, oh, she's taking me and she's leaving this one.
Yeah.
Or she doesn't want me, so she wants, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids interpret things completely differently.
Yeah.
So I always say, if you're taking one, then take them all. If you're bringing them, bring them all, because that in and of itself can create a trauma that you don't even know it really existed. You know what I'm saying? So that is also a point to keep. But then honestly, because we were in the household together for a long time before you went on your modeling gig, right?
Yeah.
So we went through similar situations. I know I talked a little bit about, when Daddy had left and how it had a toll on us and had a toll on our dynamic. It had a toll on how Mommy was parenting and all the things that she had to go through. Like, how do you see that as how did you experience that?
I didn't experience it like you did.
Okay, so
I didn't. I felt like,
because you were older, of course, you were working.
So I didn't have that attachment thing. I just felt like, it just happened. It didn't.
And no, but not in our house.
That's it.
You know what?
I can't. I mean,
that's your truth. That's your truth. That's okay.
It just was not like
it
that
didn't affect you as much.
No, I mean,
but what about how the household was? Now it was a 2-parent household becoming a one parent household.
I think the only thing that I didn't like was because I was working and I felt like I had to step in to help Mommy. Like you work at I think 16, 17,
right?
And you want to just have the money to just do whatever. But I had to help Mommy with that.
Right.
And if I didn't help Mommy with stuff, not only lights were getting cut off, but other things could happen.
Right.
So I didn't like that part, but it's just something I had to do.
Grow up quicker.
I had to grow up quicker.
Yeah.
And so, and then, she mentioned the modeling gig. If you missed that, it's the first episode, season 1. Okay?
Please check it out.
So,
yeah. But honestly, like for me, from an outside perspective looking in, I feel like, when we, like growing up, you always had like the second mother hat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure with time, like as I got older and I became more mature and I was just looking back and just how things kind of played out, I'm sure some of the things that we had to go through kind of, it molded you to the person you are, either positive or negative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like having to put like a lot of responsibility upon yourself, growing up early and having to take on some roles that maybe you wouldn't have had to if we were in a two-parent home, and then having people come into our family unit and kind of cause some kind of
So when it became a one-parent home, and Mommy was working all the time, I was the one that was taking care of you guys, doing everything.
Right.
Cooking, cleaning, doing hair, like everything.
Right.
It was a lot of responsibility.
Right.
Right. And we got through that, and I never saw it as like, oh, I'm being abused or I'm being punished. Or I never saw it like that. Right. I just felt like it's just what I had to do to help my mom.
Right.
And so when we had, the dynamics change where it was just Mommy and then us, and then somebody else came in. Like that was very strange. That was very strange. That was very weird, because it wasn't even a person that I would say we knew like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even like a visit. It was kind of like, I'm here.
Right.
And
that had its own challenges.
And here again, I had to come in from Ghana, build a relationship, figure out my new family, and then like now it's somebody else that I need to figure out. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, I mean, I was older, so I wasn't even trying to figure anything out. I just was not open to it. It just was. It was just something that mommy, it was just mommy's friend.
Right.
Right.
And I kind of felt like it made it easier for you to leave, though.
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, it did.
I think like the whole dynamic, there wasn't anything that really pushed you to like, I need to stay. Like, even though you knew we were probably, as your siblings, we were probably going through things, like, I think with all of those stresses and all of those dynamics, it made it easier for you to just.
But you know what? I didn't even know you guys were going through anything. Because, again, back then,
So you didn't anything.
Debbie T, that's not the time where it was widely accepted for kids to just come and just say this, and that.
Right.
Okay?
So that's why you were vocal.
Right.
We had to suppress the things that's why you're saying, like, for us, we don't see it as childhood trauma. When we were going through it, we never saw it as childhood trauma, right? Whereas now kids are able to boldly say, I'm going through things and it's affecting me. We didn't see this is our life.
Right.
Like, we're having to work through the struggles of life. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And so, like you're saying, there wasn't room for you to come and be like, I'm not happy.
Right.
Well,
but see, and I'm wondering too, like, now that this thing has been let out the bag, this childhood, everything is labeled as childhood trauma.
Right.
Why aren't people seeing it as, it's just, these are just experiences. These are just things
that mold and make you.
That mold and make you who you are, right? But it's like right now, everything, you have to be so careful with what you say because, I'm going to have anxiety. I'm going to do this. And I know those things are there. Like, those things are there.
Right.
But I feel like right now, because everything is about trauma, that people just aren't able to just have these experiences
and cope with them.
Cope with them, to mold them and to shape them to be who they are. Because a lot of the stuff that I went through, I feel is why I am as strong as I am. Why I can just let things just roll off my back.
But do you think rolling off your back, now it's rolling off your back because you've matured, but back then, was it just like the I don't care nonchalant?
No.
Okay.
No. It's just, of course, when it's happening, you don't like it.
Right.
But that's just that I didn't like it, but it was something I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I just did it.
Yeah.
I mean, that was it. It's just like whenever they started that little restaurant thing, I did not like it.
Right.
I did not like it. But what was I going to do? There's nothing I could do about it. I just have to do what I'm supposed to do, just move on with it.
I definitely think that, honestly, I definitely think like our generation, your generation, I think we are a different breed. Mm-hmm. And I think that we've been able to allow some of the things that we've gone through to make us stronger.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the reality of the situation is, in as much as we don't really, for me, like you're saying, I would have never defined it as trauma. I just saw it as experiences. It was tough. Yeah. Very tough, life-changing experiences that honestly I think could have made or broke us, right? Mm-hmm. But they made us to the women we are now, right? We had a great mother who, through all the storms of life, pushed through. She showed her strength. She showed us how to work hard and bust our butt, not to be lazy. She showed us all of those things. And so it's made us to the women that we are now. Yes. But now we're in a world where young people go through certain situations. They become traumas. They become sicknesses and become hindrances in their life, right? Yeah. And so what we're trying to communicate is that people go through things even today. We also have gone through things. Mm-hmm. And instead of us allowing those situations to make us victims, we allow those situations to make us victors. Right. Period. And so that's why I think one thing thing in this whole conversation we're trying to get out there is that children also go through situations.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's understandable. However, talking about it is key, but then we also have to be able, as parents, to be able to help our children not allow those situations to one define them
Yes.
or to break them down.
Yes.
Right? Because if we allowed everything that we had gone through, I mean, look, we went through a lot. We went through.
I mean, this is just a tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, we went through poverty. We went through, lack. We went through embarrassment. We went through all of those things. But I feel like those things have driven us to bust our butt and work hard so that we don't experience those things, and we don't create environments for our children to experience those things, right? But it's not because of that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I also believe that a lot of the things that we went through and a lot of the challenges we went through and some of the people coming in and out of our life made us have certain personality traits, certain attitudes that maybe were not the best back then. I think I was angry a lot. I feel like my anger came out in the way I communicated, right? I had a horrible attitude, and I just feel like it's just because it was just a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what I think with me, because you said, like you said, I was the older. You know, like it was like when the window opened, I was gone because it was either I had to leave or it was gonna be a physical altercation.
Right.
I mean, it was just
not physical. Yes, ma'am.
It was gonna be a physical altercation. Yes. Altercation.
Right.
So when I had the opportunity, with my modeling gig that I got in New York, I left.
Right.
And even when I came back, it wasn't really all that.
Right.
But
you had one for that.
You was ready to go. I was ready to go. Like I said,
you was ready to go.
It was gonna be fisticuffs.
Yeah.
But
we just have to talk about these things. I feel like.
But you know what though? I will say too, with the whole trauma thing, like again, like this is just the tip of the iceberg. Like I'm not even really saying it.
You're not going deep.
I'm not.
Which is understandable.
I'm not. But I do know that people have some really deep issues. Like, maybe somebody was raped as a child. Maybe somebody was, abused. Like
real trauma. Like
real trauma. That's what I call trauma.
Mm-hmm.
But these little experiences that these people are going through, everybody's calling it trauma. Like it's just the word is being so overused. But like there's legit trauma out there. People have gone through these things: kidnapping, rape, beating, killing of one parent. That's what I think trauma is.
Right, and see that's the thing. I feel like everyone's definition of trauma is different. However, I don't think we can minimize what someone defines in their life as trauma.
But
trauma
right now.
But listen, we're used to people experiencing physical trauma, but we're not addressing the emotional trauma. We're not addressing the mental trauma, and I think we minimize those areas. And I'm not saying this for us to glorify trauma or anything like that, but I'm just saying that people go through things. Even as children, you go through things. The things you go through mold you, and they can mold you to become something positive, or they can mold you to become something that is not positive. Right. But either way, for us, we didn't see it as trauma. We saw it as experiences that we pushed through. But today's world is different. We need to deal with these topics. We need to have conversations with our children. We need to, I feel like sometimes even talk about our own experiences so they can understand that if whatever you're going through, I've probably gone through it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're feeling, I probably felt it. So if I was able to get through it, you'll be able to give them some level of hope or some ounce of hope, right? But like you're saying, how trauma to us was always a big word. And if it didn't fall into the umbrella of like some abuse or physical abuse or something, we just didn't think it was trauma. But there are areas where people do feel like emotionally they're going through things. And to be honest, we're in a world that's more sensitive. So we have to talk about it. So I think it's important for us as parents to talk with our children about things that they have going on in life. We have to be able to pray with them, give them some level of guidance. And just understand that, open that communication. We, like you were saying, back then it was like, who are you to go and tell your mom I'm stressed? I mean, if you stressed, what is she?
It just wasn't even a thing. It was just like, this is just what it is. So it's really interesting to me how things have just changed.
It's changed.
You know, it has just completely changed, and all we can do is just guide them and pray for them that they'll be able to get through whatever. But it's just like I wish people had the experiences
Yeah.
that we had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like experience
and learn. Like I hope, and I just wish people were able to grab the lessons.
Right.
That we were able to grab, right?
Mm-hmm.
That we went through this, we went through hardships, we went to places where we were broken, we went to places where we were embarrassed. I mean, we went to areas where we were facing grief, dealing with separation, dealing with losing people, but all of those things have molded us to become better versions of ourselves, right?
That's it.
So I always say that even in a bad situation, try to get something out of it.
Yeah.
God, what are you trying to tell me?
Yeah.
What are you trying to teach me? And though it's hard for you to ask yourself these questions when you're going through it, when you're able to go ask those questions and really get something from it, then you gain something. You grow in a certain area that helps you. But we have to not soak ourselves so much in the hardships that we go through.
Right.
But it's easier said than done. Sister, you used to your life. Life is life.
You ever said sometimes like the marriage part. There were some things that I said, I'm not gonna do that in my marriage, or I'm not gonna have that in my marriage. I feel like those are great lessons.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's something that I even do now. Anything that happens out there that I hear about, that I see or whatever, I always try to take something out of it.
Right.
I always make a note to myself, like, you know what, maybe I can improve, this way, and whatever it is that, I'm seeing at that time. But it's, I think if we look at things that way, we'll be able to experience. I see these as experiences. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I went through, somebody now would think, "Oh my God, you've been traumatized." But I don't.
Absolutely.
I don't feel
You don't
like
take
that.
it as that.
No,
Right.
I don't feel
you
like
take
that.
it as
I just feel like they're just experiences. Like um, some people that came in our life, um, my mom's life, helped me to decide what I was going to accept as far as friendships went. So,
thank you. So with that being said, I think the gist of it is that times have changed.
times have changed.
Times have changed, and how people define their experiences have changed. But we as parents have to open that door for our children and embrace what our children are saying to us and try to talk to them.
Yes.
Try to speak through some of these situations. For me, I mean, a lot of the things I went through molded me, molded Sister Yaa. And it, it's helped us become good, helped us to grow from it. Took time. I mean, don't get me wrong, it took time. But I think we need to just have that open communication with our children because it's real, right?
Yeah.
And so, just to help our children become better versions of themselves, we need to be able to encourage that. So we'll stop here with this conversation. So this is part 2 of dealing with childhood trauma. Just know that God is still in control. Let us continue to encourage ourselves.
Yes.
Let us continue to uplift ourselves and just be. Look at us. My sister Yaa said she stays the experiences.
Yeah.
Mimi did. I saw some traumas. But if God was able to get us out of the situation,
and we can laugh,
and we can talk about it openly and not be saddened or in tears, but it's only God's grace.
Right.
And so that same God who was able to take us out of our situations will surely take you out of it. So
amen.
God bless you all for joining. So we're going to end here. Until next episode. So Sister Yaa, what do you have to say to close?
I'm not. Just hold on to me.
What did I do?
You know what you did during the break.
I did not. I was trying to help Sister Yaa.
No.
We're gonna let Sister Yaa have her own episode because she has some things to get off her chest. With age comes situations, and we're gonna let Sister Yaa talk about those situations.
Don't listen to her.
It's okay.
No.
But until then,
no.
Until then, look, girl, if you don't.
I almost got the weed.
Until then, remain blessed, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Girl.
She's nothing.
Oh.
Some boo she is.
Is he over there asleep?
Babe.
It's that check, come join the fun. Laughing, sharing everyone. Heart to heart, but never apart. Together we make the